to play any game that isn't the Bazaar. Probably true. Fiery Zoarcid. The other ones there might have been good, but they're not Fiery Zoarcid. I'm not sure that there's a better hit than Fiery Zoarcid.
My battle days are over, but my weapons
Ah.
crave more. No footage is stillness. I prefer action. Enjoy the thrill of battle. While you can.
You're on enchant start now. We have been for the whole patch. I didn't do it on Mac because I felt like I needed the gold on Mac. But we're messing around with it. Some games go well, some games don't. Why are we on enchant ever income? It's way more fun. And it did just get buffed. Nothing changed with income.
Was that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
We take pride in our restorations.
You never get good items. I usually don't either, but that's why you get 6 gold too. Start of combat Zoarcid charge.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies. Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this
It's
more
one hell of a
fun.
day 1 board. It's a lot better on day 2, but not a terrible day 1 board. Banger of a song here.
Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder. Full sail, my boys!
Action's so sad. I mean, sometimes. Take the damage.
You learned all you can from me. See Argenta. She's...
Silver Obsidian Grenade's the most terrifying day 1 board. Yeah. There are things that are better on day 1 than the Fiery Zoarcid, but the Fiery Zoarcid is incredible forever, is the thing. Or the grenade kind of falls off. Yeah, I am greeting here for sure. Probably trebbing forever. If we're trebbing forever, what would I rather use with this on? A grenade day 10 doing more damage than your treb.
It's over already. We barely got our flags up.
I'm a people person.
Day 2 board like this
Sometimes
struggles
I
against
sell
Boar. I mean, this might beat Boar, but there's just like no reason to click on the fight. It has worse drops than the other fights.
Yeah, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
Uzi? Does Warrior have Uzi? No, it has Tusked Helm, Old Sword, Hatchet, Hand Axe, Lumbors. Yeah, Scout has, or Hoverbike Hooligan has some good hits. But there's no drops at Warrior. Play the Magma Core. Why not?
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms. Bring her about! I've got another salvo in me.
Opponent also does not have a bad board. Not quite Fiery Zoarcid Trebuchet good, though. Feel about the XP situation. It's just as bad as it was on patch day. It feels miserable. It's not something that you can play around. You just, like, click on the events that can give XP and hope that you get XP.
Gold is loud and gaudy. Silver is demure.
Maybe.
I wore that to the Grand Cinema Awards.
Like the monster fights are more strategic now. Yeah, I don't mind flattening the XP. The thing that I have a problem with is just how important getting the first XP is. If the only change that they made was you start the game with 1 more XP, I don't think I would have any problem with the way... Or at least no major problems how the way XP is currently handled. But, like, XP going from being so important for the first one to taking 8 to do anything just feels so weird. I don't think I want this. He did make you start with 1 more? Yeah, they sure did. Like, we could click this to try to get XP. Rigged is so great for this board, though. I think I'd rather try to get rigged.
I've got a lot of work to do, but this'll be fun!
Things are going okay. Things are going okay.
Whew. Seeing spots here!
Didn't get it. The baseline gold is also higher for going for that fight. Let's chocolate up. We have Cove too.
As a GSM and master merchant,
Arcoon!
Like the baby birds that nested in my mother.
My bullshit.
I'll show those stumps back home. I'm gonna be a business tree.
Is this a board? I'm playing with the most success with Vanessa. Multi-weapon has been pretty good.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to
We played a lot of Vanessa Comstall rotating through the characters. This is our first, like, dedicated Vanessa day. Mantis Shrimp and Slow is fun. I have lost to a few Mantis Shrimps over the last couple days. The buff on Mantis Shrimp was pretty big.
Now this is how you win a war!
I should haste the card table.
Well, good luck then. Temper, sharpen, reinforce.
Come with no weapons?
Leave with big bargains.
We might be able to do
Use
something
that
spicy
for the
here.
good of all.
I can't play the Sea Shadow. Yes, horsey. I can't. It would brick the table. Never the crab.
Knock
Correct.
some sense into you.
So many 10 wins
hand
with
it to ya.
Langshan.
You're good.
I think the last couple times that I tried to play Langshan, I just like didn't find the wins and had to drop it. Got a 10 win with horsey and table. Yeah, I feel like I'd rather not play both. Like, I'd rather have the card table guaranteed go on my carry item. Especially when my carry item charges itself.
Come on in. Let's chat. I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
Hmm.
Rally, men! Blades to
You
the
mean
wind!
before we play solo Zoarcid? Ideally like another burn just to get a faster start, maybe? Another filler item.
This isn't our moment, but I'll be here when it is. We made progress today. I'm proud of you.
Nesting doll?
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist, go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Which would be cool.
Defeat does not defeat me.
Just thinking like dive weights holster, or not a dive weights, nesting doll holsters might give me like a very fast Zoarcid start.
What brings a softy to Roughtown? Put a few rounds in a dervish for me, will ya?
Let's see what this looks like. Never get Treb to work. Zoarcid is a pretty big thing. Diamond Fangs with Zoarcid. Silencer move. I mean, I'm not getting the damage, but I'm getting the haste and the extra burn. I think I want to haste the card table now. try to get the Diamond Fangs. I have not reacted to it yet. It'll be after this game. Yeah, Silencer still gives CDR, it just doesn't give the damage. I don't want to spend 10 gold on that.
Let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom!
Reward the peaceful, punish the... I'm so glad we could share this
You protect against
experience.
eels / tripwire, freezes. Waiting before those builds come online too. You only rarely run into like 2 eels per run. It is a matchup that you can afford to
should
just
know,
tank sometimes.
I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabarians.
Card table doesn't need adjacency, but it does if I want to get haste.
Well, I'll admit, that was impressive.
Like, when we get multicast 3 on the Zoarcid, we just win. We'll just play towards that. Alright, Mod Squad for the scaling skill. I want a Diamond Fangs. I don't know. Odds of getting anything that we want is pretty low on either fight.
The Bazaar's a crazy place, right?
Multi-3 infinite? Yeah, basically. Well, yes. But multi-2 is almost infinite.
Do you have to leave already?
So if we later, we can get the first Zoarcid a bit faster.
So, how about this weather where... Oh, you're leaving. That's good.
Still want to upgrade the Zork.
You've just taken the first step toward good taste. If you want cheap junk, go see Curio.
More CDR from this. Some way to do real damage. Yeah, I mean, we've got time until this falls off, I think. Like, the damage really isn't that bad. We're critting for 100 damage and 10 burn, and
Pathetic. As spineless
we've got the
as
lifesteal for
jelly.
defense. That might be cool.
Yataria? The Dunes? Where shall we start? That looks like...
Full sail, my boy!
I respect loyalty, but Kev's not here. The fire softens, support strengthens. Remember that. That's a fine piece, but it can be better.
I mean, considering we just kill when this activates, I guess...
Feel the difference? That's the masculine.
Make this a little bit faster to get the second activation. Seems better than plus 10 damage.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
You do see these tusks, right?
Old room. There's better Zoarcid upgrade. I don't think so. I want the damage.
I can see you're going places, but
Like, the cooldown reduction doesn't really do anything. Does it hit the breakpoint? 5% more doesn't hit the breakpoint, right? Don't do the same damage? No, because I'm not getting damage from the silencer. Silencer only gives damage if it's adjacent. Yeah, I'm only getting cooldown.
Life is urgent. Hurry up.
Might be cutting silencer. I don't think so. I don't know.
Another worm to feed my brood. We have no white flag. I burned it.
Yeah, hitting the ICD breakpoint is big.
Ride that tide!
Haste the lighter? I'd rather haste the card table.
Okay, sure. I'll just sell it to your worst enemy.
Not getting the freeze.
So who are you gonna use that on? I don't want to know.
Scoop would be sick. Scoop would be pretty sick.
Size dilutes the brain. Mind is highly concentrated. You want to buy that? I mean, excellent choice.
Every time you do a perfect eel, you play against a one-shot build, something is sus. No, that's just what happens when you play eels. There's a lot of people on ladder playing comps that are good into eels because eels is popular. The eel comp just isn't as good as people say it is.
We're out to dethrone a king.
Every hero has
not
builds
to
they can play that
squabble
have a good
with
matchup in the
nobody.
eels.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms. You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
Make deals, not war.
Granted, I say that, and then I'm going to run into all of the eels 3 times in a row and just die, but... Because we are not playing one of the boards that is good into eels.
That's good.
But I promise you they exist. Like, Silk Pig is the best build in the game right now. I don't know, it's good into eels. It's kind of slow if it doesn't find Phonograph. And it's not the easiest thing to find the pieces for.
I'll help you find who does.
Oh, we haven't watched it yet,
That's
but
okay.
I have it open in a
It's been
tab
nice
and we'll watch it
talking
after this
to
game.
you.
gunpowder. Now this is how you win a war!
Don't think I need to gunpowder my pop snappers. That is pretty great, though.
Hope you packed a change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
I'll take 24 gold.
Magnificent find.
That's okay. Try to get my holsters. It's a pretty big shop.
I would tell you who sent me. The Bazaar is more than a city. It is their plaything.
Like, even if we get holsters, holsters doesn't speed up the card table. It gets me my first lifesteal faster. I guess it gets me my first taste on the card table faster.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge?
Restorative fixer-upper. Who need this? Closer than I was expecting.
I'll show you what I learned from this.
This has +1 multicast. It gives double scaling. Not looking for any medium items.
The smaller the portions, the finer.
I am looking for the scope.
I think that suits you beautifully.
Rally, men! Blades to the wind!
We go... Don't have a great target for the shield enchant. Just faster. My favorite bad item that's fun to play with. Favorite bad item. Does Vial Launcher count? Vial Launcher is pretty fun. Shield Incendiary. Is that... Yeah, it is 40 shield. That's better than most things I'm gonna get here. Makes me a lot better in the burn, too. Like, having a bunch of chip shield. I'm a little worried that I'm too slow for this. I'm just gonna go here. The kinetic cannon scales up fast. I mean, we're like 80 or 90% fine, but...
Walk it.
Just why risk it at all?
How do you hugelings
Board is
use
cracked.
these
My board
things?
doesn't have damage scaling. It's kind of a problem.
Buy from Barcoon instead. He actually cares about this. there's fun size, and then there's boring size.
Discounts for peace. Your aura guided
What
me
XP?
to what you needed.
It's very small from another class I would play over later. I can't think of any, but maybe.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. Go ahead.
Usually you can sell it for money
underestimate
back.
me. It makes this more fun.
Usually you lose 2 gold. Ah, fuck.
Lamb legs make you predictable. You move in straight lines.
Too slow.
Cast aside your deathstruments.
I don't think I need that. Could get the rest of my crit instead of playing the lighter.
I can feel our energies resonate.
Lined up poorly for us. I mean, it lined up well for them.
Kingdom!
Like, they set up their board to have the keg go off. And then the Julian shortly after.
I sell nasty stuff, kiddo. Better you own it than them.
Conflagration? Nope. You use your leftmost item, burn 3. I could have that be the nesting doll. And then when the nesting doll activates, I get 3 burns.
I won't tell anyone you've got that. Element of surprise, you know? Haha.
A little scared of you.
You working for more? Let's find out. This ain't over, buddy.
Are there any skills to give us damage scaling here? Yes, there's a lot of them.
I will allow you to admire my collection. May your
The main one would be like
turn to
improvised
lead.
weaponry. On crit, get more damage. If we get like on slow do damage, we could try to play Neural Toxin.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms. We're
Conflagration
out to
was
dethrone a
damage.
king, not to squabble with nobodies.
That's also gonna one-shot me.
Bravery without strength is a sword without a blade.
Well, On the bright side, never beating that freeze.
Any good fights lately? Oh, I do miss it.
Nope.
The Bazaar is not kind to the
Full sail, my boys!
Should be fine into this. The strength would be kind of nice. It's a lot of haste.
Even a battle? Maybe a skirmish?
That works.
Make deals, not war. I feel like that decision comes from a negative place.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. Buyer's remorse never. Be
Fight a level.
remorseless.
Yes. Still no scope.
Go ahead. Underestimate.
Let's go work dynamically.
Makes this more
Yeah, it
fun.
should.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
No.
Now that was invigorating.
This now. Follow it to your future.
Space is my canvas, and time is my paint.
Double crit damage?
Can find a home in any
That's good.
object.
That's good. Happy with
Ships
that.
may sink, but I'm a good swimmer.
It's not overpriced. You're over poor.
I'd rather have the crit than play holsters. I can bench it.
Well, didn't think you had the coin for it.
Ride that tide!
I too was once young and impatient. I understand.
Please damage scaling.
You learn skills quickly, but it takes patience to master them.
You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
Just close your eyes and grab something.
Scope can be good here. The highest priority is damage scaling.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Scope should be better than the amulet. What a sad curio. Oh my god.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
Caltrops into eels. Ah, maybe we beat this one. Looks like we beat this one.
Well, I guess motivation isn't everything. Hmm?
No lifesteal over there. Also just not doing anything.
Now this is how you win a war!
Silencer next to Zoarcid. I want to haste the card table. And I need the Incendiary next to it too. The pool is so big for this.
I did not
Diamond needed. I mean, Conflag might be good enough.
I seek it to share it.
I think Knife Trick sucks. Just need damage so much more. Lifting is not it. Man. Okay, there we go.
You've learned much today, but there is so much more.
It's kind of crazy. Not really. It lets you kind of cut the silencer, but like I could just play the silencer. Like I need to solve a problem with this skill shot. And Knife Tricks does not solve that problem. Like, there's nothing that I can play over the silencer that gives me damage scaling.
Use that for the good of all.
Also, the Zoarcid being faster from the start of the fight is pretty relevant.
Back to business.
Yeah, like now Knife Tricks would be pretty nice.
You go. I assume you're here to give tribute.
But just so much more important to get like this or improvised weaponry.
I have many enemies. Now I have one.
Just a friend. We have it adjacent because we want it getting hasted.
Rally, men! Blades to the wind!
Damage. Hey, Merle. roll hard for skill merchant.
My lessons are painful. Are you prepared?
This goes to +9, right? I think we roll. What if I had to freeze?
My skills are not weapons. A blade can prune it harder.
I hope Mac is a good sign.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
When we are finished, may I dissect you for study?
Turbo library. Well, shit. And an infinite weasel feed. Okay, well.
You are merely a step on the ladder I must climb.
Goodbye, cruel world. Yeah, for everyone that was like doubting Mac Freeze stuff, this is how Mac Freeze gets good. You get like library Weaselpede, and it freezes a lot.
I am the last daughter of House Corzina. My father lives through me.
Really rough matchups there. Like, we dodged the eels, kind of. But we did run into Caltrops. And then a library to finish us out. Respect the retort calc players, they're true believers. Yeah. When you find library, the comp is okay. Kill the casual eels pig. Yeah, I mean, I managed to win one of the bad matchups. But can't win them all. Alright, Freeze Mac can make a really strong mid-game comeback. Die earlier while holding several silver freeze pieces. Yeah, it just needs to find library. It's kind of rough to, like, buy the free stuff. I think eels are so bad. You think freeze boards are far worse? I think the annoying thing about eels is it just feels really rock, paper, scissory. Freeze is just good. Eels are either really good or really bad, and you have no control over whether they're good or bad. Like, eels doesn't feel great to play because you're just trying to queue good matchups. And eels doesn't feel satisfying to play against because when you beat it or when you lose to it, it's just, oh, I was in the wrong comp. It's the counterplay to freeze. Play more cooldowns. Like, our board's especially weak to freeze because we're playing 3 slots on Crow's Nest, 1 slot on Silencer, 1 slot on Vanessa's Amulet. 1 slot on Incendiary rounds. Like, the more freezables you have, the better you are to freeze. Yeah, no, the counterplay to freeze is so much simpler than that. The counterplay to freeze is you just have more cooldowns. You can also just, like, be fast, too. Like, the same way that you're beating comps that kill you fast. There are wide free setups that beat many active item setups. Of course. I mean, that's part of what makes freeze fine. Like, for most boards, freeze is just a defensive layer. The fewer cooldowns you have, the more relevant the defensive layer is. And that's like one of the big weaknesses of the eel comp, the ones that are trying to play scope with eels, is they have so few cooldowns in play that even just a single freeze skill can completely shut you down. So Is there Icebreaker in the last 500? Icebreaker is hard to get. Cryo Sleeves is a somewhat common pig item if you can find it. It's big with 2 cold rooms and a club. Yeah, I mean, that one you just gotta try to race. Have freeze of your own, try to freeze the cold room. Try to kill fast. Like, you're not going to beat everything, obviously, but there's, like, different things you can do to be better. I feel like people don't recognize the weakness of playing few cooldowns in play as much as they should. Cold Room is another Eels. I feel a lot more okay with Cold Room than I do, like, Caltrops and Eels. Because at least, like, it feels like it's trying to... Like, it's not the thing that's outright killing you. Like, you can beat a Cold Room. Cold Room doesn't... Cold Room is not the thing directly killing you. If Cold Room is activating a lot, you're probably also activating a lot. You've always got at least a few activations before Cold Room does anything. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. Be back in like 2 minutes. When we get back, we'll take a peek at the spoiler video. I'm excited to see what Mac items have been leaked. Yeah, back.